Filz, and my job today is to work with the goalkeepers. There are 3 parts which I prepared for today. Firstly, the work with the agility ladder. I designed it as a warm-up. Then the work with the goalkeeper coaches, and then the work with the field players. In doing warm-up, I usually tend to use no balls at all. I tell them medium speed, so no full speed. Again, because it is a warm-up drill, they shouldn't make it too fast. Let's say medium speed. Next drill is called hopscotch. It's always with 2 feet inside one field and 2 feet outside one. Left, outside, right, outside, left, outside. Let's go. In my opinion, there is also time for creativity, that the players now have got the chance to combine as they want. So my aim now is to warm up the arms and hands and mobilization. That's the main theme here. And if they do it like they want, no problem here. So I wouldn't fix the arm drill and the feet drill here, which would be a possibility. But so we get a wider range of the exercises. One where you work like this. So please choose your style you want to do. Let's go. And always, I forgot, put the left shoulder in the front, one side, and then the right shoulder, that you always switch a little bit. Okay, next drill is combine the karaoke feet with the arms in any way of this. Let's go. And the experts, of course, they can do a difficult variation with different arm variations. And then the warm-up is provided. Now the exercise is like this. This is also the thing that shouldn't happen too often. And this, please help. Same exercise now, you get the ball toss around the head, which is quite an uncommon position, because around the hip it often takes place, or you often see it. But around the head, it's always a little bit of an orientation thing, which is a little bit new. So the aim now is to bring the guys into a position where they can make some stabilization exercises. Later on, I'm going to show you a drill from a physiotherapist, which, by the way, will all be in my script then. Exercise taken from the basketball area, meaning to dribble the ball in the form of an 8 through the legs. That's the second drill, it's for the lateral chain.
Auf der Seite, Fersen liegen auf, ein Bein ist abgehoben, Gesäß heben und senken.
Here, if they do it for the first time, for example, it's always very nice to choose a line, and you go with the left foot a little bit to the left, with the right foot a little bit to the right. You can choose the position that you touch with the knee nearly the ground. Nearly. Now I advise them to do very slow press-ups. I always call it slow motion training. So now they have got to lift their chest by putting the elbows into the ground, lifting their chest. I show you some reaction exercises which are also suitable for field players. It is just a set of 3 exercises which I'm going to explain, and I talk about it when the athletes work out. So the first exercise is called exercise and boss. The boss is the boy in red, and the boss has to force his secretary always to be on the left side. So he runs around and he has got to watch out. He must watch out, especially at the posts here. And whenever I whistle, then there is change, of course, which is an important thing. So, yeah. Also an exercise for warming up. I hope the boys are warmed up properly now. Let's go, boss. Force your secretary to copy the exercises which are on the left. So he's allowed to turn, he's allowed to sit down, he's allowed to move backwards. Extra exercises. You imagine that the mirror picture is me or otherwise. So whenever I turn to this side, you do that, you do that. Now there is also the time to be a little bit more goalkeeper specific, like for example, and you copy. So, Andy, you are the first boss, Ralph, you are the first assistant, and copy the moves in the mirror. Let's go. The first exercise with the ball, in my opinion, it is very important to act forwards. So I force the players to move into my direction. I play the ball like they have got to be able to catch it really easily. So there is no saving by the ball jumps outside the arena or the gym, but it is always like the player is able to catch it. What I do now is I combine a football drill with a handball drill, and you always can see it in the regular warm-up before the game in front of the goal. What I told the boys here is they should try to keep the distance for about 2 meters, and it should be constant. The advantage of this exercise here is you are always in the backwards position and always in the forwards position, even if I wouldn't do it for catching the ball, but just for reaction skills. This is called the double pass. Their aim is now, in the goalkeeping position, to pass both balls at the same time to the other person. Now there is a similar exercise where they have got to watch the ball timing from the other goalkeeper. The idea is always to pass one ball forwards and the other one, or to pass one ball on the left side and to pass the other ball on the right side. That's better. So the first drill works like this. They work together, and whenever I whistle, they have got to change direction. What I did now, and because of not having a headset, I just could do it with talking like this. I always said left and right, meaning touching, you have to touch the left or the right ball. And I always give the commands for both sides here. Divide them up in two halves. What we're gonna do now is warm up the goalkeeper with shots from the wing position and shots from the back position. Here, they always have got to shoot in between from the 9-meter position, and on the wing position I give them really a good angle here. They have got to shoot outside. First thing is shots for the goalkeeper, anwerfen from the wing side, and short position from the right side. And go. Now it should be a training for the offensive half position, meaning half here on the left side and here on the right side, seen from the shooter, and he should go offensively.